everybody. I am here today. Thanks for coming to the show. I am here today. Yes, I am. Thanks for being on the show. It's Amina Motala. And what I was trying to say is I'm here today with Kyle Kemper. And Kyle Kemper is the CEO for SwissKey. And we are going to talk a little bit about that today. Looking forward to hearing lots going on with the SwissKey. Love the cape. Looks really awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Amina. Thank you for being awesome and having me on and giving us this opportunity to chat about crypto, SwissKey transformation, creation.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I am pleased to do this. So yes, we've got a snowstorm coming in here in Ottawa, so it's a nice day to sit down in front of the camera here and do this. So so I love the cape. That's really cool. And I love your whole symbol for SwissKey. I think it's a great concept. You know what? Why don't you just do an intro and maybe tell us what that means with SwissKey, that symbol, and let's start there.
Okay. SwissKey is the product of years and years of research and work and a lifetime of experience around brands and marketing and activations. And within crypto, I still see this problem of crypto just being difficult for the most part and unrecognizable. It's a very fragmented landscape. And what we're doing with SwissKey is making the Coca-Cola of crypto. We're taking the red and the white to create a very powerful brand that delivers an exceptional product. And the world of cola, there's all sorts of different colas out there, but Coca-Cola is the one that everybody knows, and that is our goal, to make crypto accessible, secure, and simple for everybody. Yeah, so we're taking some of the best technologies out there, from wallets to cards, and we're looking to work with more and more companies in the space to aggregate it underneath this brand, underneath this symbol of neutrality, of privacy, of sensibility, of quality, of security, of health. The white cross is a sign of a lifeguard. The red cross, sign of the Red Cross.
Right.
This is the resonance factor. If we look at the whole marketplace of other ones, I should pull up one of my screens so I could show you something.
Well, okay, just hold for one moment. I want to see that. I absolutely want to see what you're going to show us. So let's just go back a little bit. So you're Kyle Kemper, and yes. And I got to meet you a couple years ago. We're both here from Ottawa, and it's been fantastic. Great community we have here. You were running the Canadian Association, Blockchain Association for about 4 or 5 years. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right. And so you've been doing a lot of work in the space. You've been in it early enough, and you also wrote a book, The Unified Wallet, which I have to say is a fantastic book.
Right here.
Thank you for showing that. Mine is in my storage unit, so I wasn't able to. I was keeping it in a safe place, and I don't have it here to show. So thanks for doing that. Great book. Great book about the unified wallet and, just the whole privacy issue. And it's such a worth a read. I would say find it on Amazon. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. The Unified Wallet. If you Google it, you'll find it. It's a short book. It's not, this was not a years and years of writing and editing and being perfectionist about it. It was actually done through interviews, transcription, editing, release. I believe in immediacy and getting things done. And we made this book in a pretty fast amount of time, but there's tons of knowledge that went into it. It's slightly repetitive at times, but I find repetition is good because it takes hearing the same message a couple times for it to sink in.
Yeah, I love that. I love repetition.
A lot of people have really enjoyed it. Could we have done better? Of course we could have done better. Am I happy with it? I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
Will there be more books? Yes, there will be more books. It's already kind of dated, especially with what we're doing now. So
Right.
I have, like, do you guess what the next books might have on the cover?
I wonder. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to mention that first, just to segue into where we're going to go next. Definitely, and it ties into the security and the function and use of this particular card, the SwissKey, which I have attached here. I want to show everybody. There you go. And so tell us a little bit about the evolvement. You did a little bit already. Where is it? Can you describe the function of the card?
So the card, I call it a crypto card. It's like a gift card. The card is the key. So this is a Bitcoin wallet. It says BTC in the corner. We also have Ethereum wallets, and we'll also have more wallets in the future. But right now we've got a Bitcoin and Ethereum. The card works with your phone, and you simply pull up the Tangem app, and in the future it'll be the SwissKey app once we do this integration, and you just press new scan, tap it, it shows up, and then it shows the card, the balance on the card, the address to load the card, and the ability to extract. So if this card had value on it, the Bitcoin would be associated only to this card. And if I wanted to move it off it, I would go extract, I would paste my wallet address in, and I would say send. And to send, I have to touch it to the card, and then it'll send it off the card.
That's
so
cool.
The card is the key. This is a crypto wallet that anybody can have Bitcoin in their pocket with, and without having to worry about writing down seeds or forgetting your passwords or any of that. It's just really, really convenient. I think these are going to change.
It's brilliant, and I love it because it's like when you're at a cashier and you're about to pay for something and you have your debit card and you do the tap. Well, this is a tap as well, except for you're actually seeing your account. You're seeing it, and you can send money too. So, or send Bitcoin.
And check this out. Boom.
Right. Oh, nice.
This is the Tangem point of sale, or not the Tangem. This is the CycleBit point of sale integrated with it. There's still one thing to get this up to do a proper demo, but it works. And if I had $100 on here, and I'm a merchant on this side, and it'll be like, that'll be $50. Pay with Bitcoin. Okay, a request is handled. You take the card, tap it. It'll sign $50 off the card, so your card will still have $50 on it, and you'll have that. And then the business will get $50 worth of Bitcoin.
Beautiful.
And then it can, for the business, if they want to exchange it into fiat and have that deposit, CycleBit handles all that. That's all them. It's an amazing solution.
It is an amazing solution. And so just for anyone who's concerned, like I would not store my large amounts of money, my savings on this card, just to be clear. And that's personally, I would not do that because it is on a card. It is all there on that card. And if you lose the card, you would lose it. But to use it for small purchases, for small amounts, especially for gifting, if you want to use it as a gift card, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I would love to put $1 on a whole bunch of cards and just give them out to like my meetup members and say, here, go, or whatever, $1. I'm just some amount, and say, here, try this out. Just check out how this works. So easy, so seamless. So anyway,
I want to find a neighborhood that has a homeless population or a homeless problem, and give out these cards to all of them, and get a couple of the retailers to have these machines with them. And then every day we've got all these addresses whitelisted, and every day we can send them each $5 or $10 or $20, and they will only be able to use that for the purchase of might be food, it might be some whatever, but it's giving these little cards and understanding this, just the tap behavior and bringing crypto in that function. So
great idea. Really love it. I love the idea of the gift card in that. No, it's brilliant. So how long did it take you to work on this one? You've been busy for a while, I know. You've been planning this.
It's taken ages.
I know.
Like I mean, we're entering into the age of Aquarius. I'm not sure if that's probably been like,
Yeah.
3 ages since we started. We left the last golden age, and we're now approaching the new one, at
Yeah.
the real meta level. But no, like in this vessel, I've been kind of working on the whole crypto side of things. I guess before I even knew about crypto, I was thinking about a lot of the friction points and the challenges of the money
Yeah.
system, and the need to do a better way. I was looking in 2010. I was looking at like, we need a digital gold. Like after looking at after realizing like um, the the corrupt nature of the global centralized
Mm-hmm.
money cartel. And yeah, and then Bitcoin came along, and light bulb off, and then deep in it. And then with SwissKey, like there was the book. Or before that, in 2016 or 2015, I was in the Miami Hackathon. We built a wallet project there, did a lot of validation, gave it lots of thought. Continued thinking about this. And then early last year, when I was in Switzerland for the Crypto Valley conference, I was actually there as part of a Canadian trade delegation representing the Canadian blockchain kind of ecosystem. I gave a speech, and I was just like, again, this always seems to be happening at these crypto conferences. Nobody actually uses crypto. Like a lot of people at these things, they don't have wallets, they don't have any crypto. They're talking about blockchain, they're talking about crypto. They're like, they're experts in it, but they don't actually have any or use any. So I always just set people up with wallets. And Edge Wallet has been my absolute favorite wallet. I love Paul Pui. I think it's the best. I think it's vertically integrated. It's great. There are just some challenges with the people. Like when I said Edge, they just didn't understand what I was saying. They thought I was saying hedge, or and it wasn't finding.
It's a great wallet.
The stick factor on their brand wasn't there, but the tech is so good.
Yeah.
I talked to Paul. I was like, Paul, what can we do about this? He's like, Kyle, I just rebranded the company last year. Like, I don't have it in me, but you should totally go do that. It would be great, because we can leverage everything that we built, and you can just rebrand it and go in your own way and run with it. And we'll share revenues, because the app makes money through 3 different revenue channels, like right out the gates.
Yeah.
So it's a very complementary relationship. And I really believe and trust in it. And also, every single Edge user is going to be able to just log into SwissKey, and all their balances will come right in as well. Mm-hmm. So this is, and similarly, any SwissKey user is going to be able to log into Edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. No, it's a wonderful concept. I use Edge Wallet on my phone, and I really like it. I love the interface. I love it. It's great wallet.
Have you ever bought a gift card with it?
No, I haven't. No.
You should try that. You should try that. It's really awesome. Like I've done it in Starbucks in line, buying the gift card, like the virtual gift card, and like in line, buy a $20 gift card. You've got it. Show them, scan. Okay, here's your drink. Whole Foods, same thing. Using crypto, like actually using crypto. Like no need to worry. You don't need to use the ATM.
Okay, well I really need to do that now. That's very cool. I didn't realize that. Okay. Things I learned. See that? Hey, can you show us your cape? I would love it. And
totally.
Yes, I want one.
So we made these capes. So this was for the decentralized dance party that we did in
Toronto. Nice. That's perfect. Thanks for the demo.
When we launched the business back last summer, we went to Zurich and we had a decentralized dance party. And one of the things that Brittany thought would look great, and I agreed with her, was
Brittany's your wife, yes.
Brittany is my fiance, and
my fiance. I'm sorry. What am I saying?
Wife to be, yeah.
Yes.
And she's the chief experience officer for SwissKey as well.
Yes.
She's kind of brings aspects of the divine feminine and beauty to everything.
She sure does.
Her dream spell is the hand. She just makes things beautiful.
Yes.
And so she helped made the launch party amazing, and then just putting little efforts into everything.
She's amazing. She's really great with detail. What are you getting? He's gone.
We're giving away keys to everybody. So as part of this, we've got all these cool little keys.
Very
So they're
cool.
all different. And we've
Yeah.
probably given away like 400 or 500 of these over like to date. And it's always nice to give gifts. Like I really
Yeah.
believe in the power of gifts. So
Yes, absolutely.
um,
Cool. I can't wait
yeah.
to go to your wedding. I'm looking forward to this.
Right?
Yes,
It's coming up.
I
It's
know.
coming up.
I know.
Another thing. There's a lot going on, but
Yeah,
it's teamwork makes the dream work.
exactly. You guys make a great team. Absolutely. No, it's fabulous. So where are you off to from here? You're headed to,
So
no, you're headed to San Francisco, right? San Fran?
heading to San
San
Diego,
Diego.
and then and on the way, going to do a quick stop in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 10-hour layover. That's from 8 a.m. to like
And
7
Bozak.
p.m. Ken Bozak, everybody, and some other friends there. So hopefully, we can kind of connect and explore, and then to San Diego, and then to reconnect with Brittany and Sequoia, and then we're going to jump on planes or maybe an auto. I don't know. Maybe we might drive, maybe, but then go to Denver for EthDenver.
Yeah.
Conference I had no idea about until someone was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to EthDenver," and I'm like, "EthDenver? That sounds what's that all about? An
Right.
Ethereum conference?" And then I look up what EthDenver is, and
Yeah.
it is like I don't even
Total
know how to
fire.
describe it. They're expecting over 2,500 attendees at
Amazing.
it.
Okay.
It's going to feature a maker space within it. It's going to feature a drone racing arena within it. It's going to have live painting. There's over 100 artists expected at it. There's going to be over 1,000 developers and coders building. There are over 70 sponsors who are proposing bounties. So most hackathons, like I was just at the hackathon in Miami, which was like, that's a third time. I love their intention, but it's a terrible hackathon. These guys, like, it didn't have any soul.
Right.
And this one is really done with intention. It's like the top prize is being shared amongst the top 5 teams. They're not picking a number 1 winner by a subjective judging panel. Like there's the community is voting on it. There are bounties that are being put up by companies that developers can come along, see, be like, oh yeah, I can smash that. Smash it. First person to get the bounty, like, wins it. That's it. And like building open source like tech.
Okay.
This is a
Very cool.
build-a-thon. Imagine 1,000 people
Yeah.
all working on crypto, blockchain, Web3 at the intersection of making, at the intersection of like spiritual alignment. There is going to be there's free childcare there for everyone. There's
Nice.
wellness
So
sessions.
having that all sounds very mindful. What about the ticket price? How is that?
Yeah, so the ticket price is like really making sure that it includes everyone. It's
Okay.
free.
Oh, come
It's
on.
zero. It's zero. But
Nice.
it's by application. The window for applications is closed. You need to apply to it to get
Okay.
in. But it's free. It's free. Like that is how you do it. Because
Oh, yes.
as soon as there's any price, like boom.
Yeah.
And a lot of these conferences, like right now, Satoshi Roundtable is going on. $3,500
Yeah,
a
I
ticket.
know.
Afterwards, it's just opulence. But
Yeah.
it's exclusion, and it doesn't allow the social innovators to truly partake in it. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh great, you got a bunch of the the typical conference people and those who made good bets early and now are like regarded as expert wizards when all they did was make a bet. I mean, kudos to you guys for making that bet and making a lot of money on it. But like, are you still building?
I like free. Free is great. It works for me.
I
That's
like free, and
fantastic.
I like giving too. So we're going to be going there. We're going to be like, I don't
Yeah.
want to come empty-handed with that. So I'm coming in and bringing a
Yep.
whole bunch of these, and I'm working with the organizers. And I had a long chat with the organizers last night, John Powler
Okay.
and Justin Moskovich. These
Okay.
guys are absolutely. They don't even call themselves the organizer. They call themselves the stewards of
Yes.
this event.
Nice.
Like, and they've got the Colorado government is putting out bounties, and they must be open source. Honestly, we're going to be looking at new frameworks for the way that this technology can be created, and all in an open source function and fashion, so that it can just be copy and pasted. Like, we're literally reshaping the future of tomorrow and systems of tomorrow, like that are like, you know, grounded in this purpose of self-custody, self-sovereignty, like voluntarism, like, you know, freedom.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I think it's wonderful. I'm going to look into that for sure. There's quite a few different. What are some really good ones to go to this year? Are you planning on going to, or that you know of?
Yeah, so we're going to be going on tour effectively.
Cool. Tell us
And
more.
we're going to be, so here, let me just do a quick screen share. I'll just show you our tour.
Sure.
I've got this open. So look at all these people. There's some more capes. There's some more
Yeah.
capes.
Oh, there's
There's some
Brittany.
bananas. There's Brittany. There's all these friggin' legends. Down the left, there's a decentralized dance party from Anarcha, Portugal.
Nice.
So then SwissKey tour. So we are literally planning to like go all over the world. Like, these are places that we've already like either
Oh,
been to
wow.
or will be representing at,
Okay.
and plan to be at. And it might not be all this year, maybe next year. But
Hmm.
like, on the radar for this year is EthDenver next, then possibly the Game Developer Conference in San Francisco.
Hmm.
So not a crypto focused one, but a huge event. I think it's really important that we bring like, they all know about crypto, but it's like, you know, we don't just serve the crypto markets. Like, they all know
Right.
about it. Here's your portal. Here's your command center to get into it. Like, you know, generate more impressions, brand awareness, partnerships. Like, there's so much opportunity for crypto and gaming. I'm sure blockchain and crypto will be a big portion of that.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Yes.
and then their Bitcoin 2020 up in San Francisco.
Hmm.
That looks like it's going to be an awesome
That
conference.
looks cool. Yes.
Then the DC Blockchain Summit as well, like, you know, putting back on my Blockchain Association of Canada kind of hat
Yeah.
and working at, like, you know, the geopolitical regulatory compliance level, like going into there and just explaining self-custody and what it means when everybody is holding their own keys,
Right.
and what the future of compliance looks like when we're holding our own identity keys, and we can do zero knowledge proofs, and we can do identity proofs without sacrificing the private keys to our identity. There simply is no reason we should be sacrificing the private keys to our identity to use services, and giving these custodians and alternative service providers valuable personal information that we don't have control or view into how they're using it. So this is one of the things that blockchain can do. That's why I'm going to like that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this whole thing, is about like restoring order to the force in terms of how we control our data and our assets, and we can be in control, and also enabling and promoting responsible custodianship as well, because custodians are good, banks are good. It's when banks don't have checks in place that things get out of control.
Absolutely. So then where are you off to from there? Is that
So
that take
then like probably consensus in May.
in
In
May?
April,
Okay.
I think there's something going. There's in Toronto. There's some in May, and then it's, you know, we'll kind of see what kind of pops up.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
India's on the radar.
Nice.
UAE's on the radar.
Okay.
Africa's on the radar.
Where in Africa?
Born,
I see it's in the East Africa.
I so yeah. There's like Kenya, Madagascar,
Nice.
Nigeria. We've got some ties into all those different organizations.
Okay, cool. I actually used to live in Kenya, Nairobi,
Really?
when I was a baby. Yes, my grandfather and my father's family lived there. He had a quite a established company, large size company there, and worked. The whole family was there when my parents first got married. They moved there, so I was a baby at the time. Really cool stories, actually. My family history with Africa, so it's interesting. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, he was trying to form a government at the time. It was towards
Oh
the
wow.
before the coup in the late 60s that occurred, which he actually had predicted and warned many of those in power at the time. Yeah, cool stories. So you've got, yeah, you're connected too. Your brother is Justin Trudeau, so that's a political history there in your family. Very interesting as well.
My mother's Margaret Trudeau. My
Yes, your
father's
mother is Margaret. I met her. Very, very lovely meeting your mom, actually. Yeah.
my father's Fried Kemper.
Yes,
My
that's right.
other brother's Alexandre Trudeau. My sister's Alicia Kemper. I've
Yep,
got a great, wonderful family, and
you do.
yeah, I'm super proud of everybody,
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
supportive of everyone in their journeys. Don't necessarily have the core beliefs of everybody, but hey, difference is great, right?
This is life. This is the world we're in. We're all here and we all have our purpose. Absolutely. Yep.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen.
I understand that.
So let
Good.
me
That's
just
cool.
about that.
Yep, for
Mm.
sure. That's a great tour you're on there. I didn't realize it was pretty it's a world tour. It's fantastic.
Do
If
you know
I'm
that the
ever
market for wallets is almost doubling every year?
That's
Like,
amazing.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are going to be coming into crypto over these next couple of years.
Yeah, that's
Where are they
amazing.
going to go? Who are you going to call?
Look at that. That says a lot.
And this is like the landscape here too already of a lot of the wallets within the Android space. Like, we want to move our way up there. This is from walletscrutiny.com. Those guys have done amazing work.
Hmm.
Um, I look at all these logos. What do you see? I see a lot of bees. Everything's
Yes.
bees. Just
Yeah.
bees, 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 bees. Bzzz.
A lot of bees.
A lot of blue, some orange.
Cool.
Where's the Coca-Cola?
Right. Gotta have the Coca-Cola.
All right, let me stop this share.
That's all right. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Good info. Cool. So I hope to see you on some of these travels out there. I think I'll be heading out there. It's this year as well, different places.
Absolutely, and then the wedding's also like part of the tour too. That's going to
Yes.
be happening in August, and then the Futures Conference will be happening,
Oh,
and then we'll
yes.
likely be taking this to Burning Man as well.
Cool.
But unloaded, logoed, pure, not kind of corporate sense, as is the rule, as is the principle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then after that, then it's the fall, and then there's potentially an India adventure, Australia adventure. I don't know. We're the Latin American Bitcoin Conference, Art Basel in Miami in December is going to be something.
Okay.
Really, there's so many artists who come together for Art Basel, and we made a piece of artwork. Can I show
Yes.
that?
Yeah, you didn't show it, but you did, and you did do a piece of artwork. I seen it. It's beautiful. That was really great too. The artist that we met in Miami. Do what you love.
Do what you love, Sergey. Yeah, I mean
Sergey.
he is just the man.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm just trying to open up. I've got a deck that I made for that piece of art, because what we did was we took 44 of these cards and we integrated them into the right into. Oh no, I think I might just kill my internet connection here. We integrated them directly into the wallet. I won't bother you. I won't try and do this all right now. We integrated the cards right into the painting. So if you check out Ken's post or Chris Rice's post, we talked about it on his podcast too. But we made an interactive piece of art that has Bitcoin wallets within it. It's kind of like a treasure hunt. It teaches people how to to download the Tangent app and then ultimately the SwissKey app, and then teach them how to interact, to tap the painting, to check the balances, to look for Bitcoin treasure, and then if you find some, getting it out of there. And we took that out into the streets, and just saw people reacting to it. They were having so much fun.
Nice.
It
Oh,
was
that's a
really,
really
really
cool. An
cool.
interactive art piece. That's awesome.
Interactive, and it's also a physical faucet too. So we have all the addresses. I think if you go to link.bar/Bitcoin, you'll see there's a list of all the addresses. So if anybody wants to just send a little bit of Bitcoin to that painting, go ahead. It's there.
Cool.
You can
Love that kind of
airdrop
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
And we're looking to put that in a museum or in a
Yes.
gallery or in a high traffic
Or
space.
maybe you could
And
take it around to different conferences or something. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we want to make more of these at EthDenver too, and and look for other things. I've got a hack that I want to do. Is you were saying you wouldn't put a lot onto one of these. well, what if it had a case around it, like, you know, a lock and block, and it was like, you know, something much more secure, or
Right.
like, you know, this was like, there's an opportunity to, like, you know, to put an RFID protected case on it. So it's like, you know, if you want to use it for that purpose, like you'd open it up and then you could access it. But otherwise, like,
Or
it's
with
basically in
some
a
sort of
Faraday
like
cage.
Faraday protection around it or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Perfect. No, that's awesome. Thank you. That's great. Anything else that you want to say or announce or mention before we end this? I know you have the 2 o'clock, so we'll end this shortly.
Yeah, well, I'm currently in the process of raising investment. So if anybody really picking up what I'm laying down here, email me, Kyle@SwissKey.io. Yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
we're open and looking to grow, and like, this isn't. I don't view this as a startup. I view this as an exponential organization. What we're building here.
Hmm.
If you have products in the crypto space, if you develop something that's really cool and really innovative, and you're wondering how you're going to get to market, reach out to me. Like, let's talk. There's an opportunity to partner and license our brand and put it together. So like, anybody, I'm specifically looking for any like crypto steel products, or cool seed products, or any, like, you know, potentially like hardware wallet too, like more like Ledger or Trezor, something along those lines.
Okay.
You know, even if like potentially an OTC desk or a
Hmm.
consulting agency, there's opportunities for lots of collaboration. So
Okay.
um,
Interesting. I know a couple people. Okay. That's
you know, a couple people.
I think I just thought
Fancy
of something.
that.
I just thought of something. I'm always thinking.
Fancy that.
Ooh, fancy that. Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's all about co-creation. I'm all for that. We're all here to help each other and make it work, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Radical collaboration.
yep, I love it.
Share your action cards. Imagine life is a game, and you've got all the
Yeah,
different little action cards that you can play. That, you know, it might be, I've got a car, I've got miles, I've got experience doing this, I've got access to that or this or that. Like, when you know all your action cards, it's really great. But when you share your action cards with others as
it's
well, so
greater.
everybody knows the action cards of everybody, it's like, damn, we can like
Yeah,
choose, how do we want to play this game together, and
yes,
like, you know, how do we want to create exponential value together.
yeah.
And that is like, you know, and it all, like, you know, comes back to making sure everybody's aligned on a massive transformational purpose, like something that we
Yeah,
all
finding
can.
the right, mindset behind it too, and that right agenda, not agenda, I hate to use that word actually, but and keeping the greed out, right? That's really important. There's a lot of that, and I've seen a lot of that so far.
Yeah, and there's a difference between greed and wealth creation. Like,
Yes,
wealth creation isn't something to be looked down upon.
yes,
Greed is, like, you know, you profiting at somebody else's like loss.
yeah.
That is like, you know, that is like, you know, the win lose
Or knocking
dichotomy.
someone out to get in front of them. Exactly.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
win lose dichotomy. That is a sucker's game. Like,
Yep.
that does not get us anywhere. Even win win, like, you know, that's better than win lose. But like,
Yeah.
win to the power of win. That's the age that we're rolling into right now, where we can unlock exponential value creation through collaboration.
Co-creation. It's what
Anybody
we're
wants
designed for. Yeah.
and if anybody wants to have a workshop hosted by an expert in this field and be guided through this, my friend and collaborator and SwissKey Founders Circle member, Josef Finke,
Hmm.
is one of the best in the business. And he
Nice.
can do retreats, organizations, conferences, or like team building. I highly
Okay.
recommend Joseph, and hopefully he can come to EthDenver too.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Thanks for adding that in there. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Let's say goodbye for now. And thank
I
you.
mean, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
You're the best. I just love, like, when you messaged me an hour ago or 2 hours ago saying, "Want a podcast?" And I said, "Today?" You said, "Yeah, that's great." Like, one, two, or three. How about one? All right.
Exactly.
Immediate. I
Love
love it.
it.
Like, let's just use it and get it done.
Yes. Yeah. Love your energy. Thank you, Kyle. We'll do this again for sure. Thanks.
Hey, thank you,
Take
Mina.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye.